So to show you how this works, I'm going to come back. I'm going to go ahead and turn this automation off. Then I'm going to come back into the automation. I'm going to run it once so that it's waiting for a request. Then I'm going to come back to Airtable. I'm going to turn this automation off so that we can control a test so that it doesn't fire off without us knowing. I'm going to jump over to TikTok. I'm going to grab another video here. I'm going to come back to Airtable. I'm going to go to our Airtable form where we can drop in this new URL. I'm going to go ahead and click submit. If I come back to Airtable and go to get TikTok, we should see that new row here, and there it is. Now, if I come back to our Airtable automation here and then click on our trigger, should be able to choose a record, and we're going to see that new row here, R10. If I were to select it and then move to this step here, I could actually scroll down on the bottom. I could test that action, and then what we'll see is we'll see this trigger here, and then it'll go down this path, and then I'll be able to explain what's happening here. So I'm going to go ahead and test that action. I'm going to jump back to make. We're going to see this trigger. Now here we have a router that is helping us determine which automation we should trigger. In this case, we have a filter here that is looking for action scrape videos. Here we're using a platform called Appify. Check it out. It's pretty cool. It allows you to scrape content from a lot of different websites and much more. Here we're using one of the actors to grab the TikTok. And then we have to pass a JSON with various settings. One of the most important ones being a video URL that is passed into the webhook from Airtable. Again, remember we pass in the video URL. So that video URL is passed in from the webhook, and then we can add it here into the payload for our call to Appify. Then we have to make another call to Appify that actually grabs all of the data, including the URL. If I expand this media URLs here, we can actually see a download link to grab the video, as well as a bunch of other metadata like the caption from the video. We can get the share count, the play count. We can get some information about the video metadata, like the height, width, and the duration, and the cover URL. Let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at the call itself. Again, we're calling Appify, and then this here, we're passing in the dataset ID that comes from this module here. If we were to open up the output here you can see that dataset ID, which again, we're passing into this module here, and then a few other simple settings. And then finally, again, we get that output, and then we simply write that back into Airtable. So here we are updating a row into the Airtable base, table videos with the record ID again that we passed into the webhook. And then here we're simply passing in the download address into the TikTok video attachment field. And then we're also dropping in the duration of the TikTok video into the TikTok duration column. That way we know how long the video is when we're trying to splice it together with the No Code Architects toolkit.